Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Keith with Craps TX. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, let's get this started off right by hitting that thumbs up for us. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when another video comes out. So this is just going to be a continuation of me prepping for an upcoming cruise, and I don't mean keep saying that over and over. It's just what I'm trying to do, and that's why I'm trying to tell you what I'm trying to do. So the last video we started out with $400, and after 5 shooters, which we had it separated into 5 shooters, we ended up with 1166. So that's what we're going to start this off with, and just pretend it's my next session at the table. Now, I'm not going to come and buy in with all that. I could, I guess it would probably help with my tier points or my rating or whatever. And maybe I could, you know, maybe I will. I'll just keep 500 off to the side or whatever, because I'm not going to play with all that. Or 600. So I'm going to take 600 of the 1166. I'm going to set that off to the side. And we'll play with the 566 that I have. We've been playing 66 inside. It's a strategy called Dave's Way over at Casino Quest. Go check it out. It's one of the more recent videos. There are some other variations of the 66 inside, which we may try while we're doing this if we get up a little bit. I'll just kind of explain it as I go along, but, well, I mean, quickly, you know, 66 insides, 15, 18, 18, and 15. They all pay $21. On your first hit, you get 21, you throw in $1, that's 22. 22, you could bump up each one of these by 1 unit. So that would make it 20, 24, 24, and 20. That takes you to 88. Next hit, all of these would pay 28. And then you could bump it up by 22 one more time, and that would take you to 110. Next hit on the 110, you would then regress back down to 66. So we'll try that maybe as well. We'll just see how it goes. But for now, I'm going to start off doing that same Dave's Way that we saw on Casino Quest, or that is on Casino Quest. I saw it. You go check it out. Very good strategy, and comes from years of experience from a former casino dealer or craps dealer. I don't know if he still deals or not. I don't think he does, but anyway. All right, let's just get rolling, and that way we can get things started here. And let's just get a couple of dice. Going with the blue dice today, just for the heck of it. We are not the shooter. I'll be shooter number 3. We'll do kind of like we did yesterday. So shooter number 1 is looking for a point. We're coming out, and we have a 2x4, 6, laying the lumber, and 6 will be our point. Let's throw out $66. Dealer, please set me up 66 inside. I do that every time out of habit, but just in case nobody has ever seen any of my videos before, I just try to show you how you would do it. You put it in the com, tell the dealer you want 66 inside or whatever strategy you're playing, and they'll set you up. You don't ever hand it directly to the dealer or throw it on the numbers yourself. Yeah, there's some rudeness that goes on at the table, or I guess you could just say lack of etiquette. And I've learned. I learned just by watching. I didn't try to get out there and stir up the pot or anything like that, but that's a story for another time. So let's see what we can do to see if we can't hit one of these inside numbers. There's a 6, 4, 10. That does not help. There's a big hole over there. And a 4, 1, 5. All right, so we got our first hit. And if you recall, we're always going to try to press the inside first. Even though we're hitting this number out here, number 5, that 15 is going to pay 21. I'll just throw it back here to show you how it goes. Oh, and I'm gonna have to get change. I don't have any other change over there, so there's 100. Let's break that down real quick. There's 75, 85, 95, and 5 singles makes 100. Because I am gonna need change to start off with this press. So 15 pays 21. I'm gonna throw in $3. That makes 24. I'm going to press up my 6 and 8 to 30 each. So 24 and 36 makes 60. Divided by 2 is 30. So I threw in extra money. So I'm now invested $69 into this. So the dealer will then set you up. It's just a green and a red. Rest goes back to the dealer. A green and a red. Rest goes back to the dealer. And we now have 30 on the 6 and 8. All right, 6 is our point. Still looking for some of those inside hits. And there's a 516. All right, right back. 6 is our point. The puck is going to go off. That 30 pays 35. I'm going to tell the dealer to take that down, hand it back to me. I got $60 back. That's going to pay 35. I'm going to throw him $1. That makes 36. Please set me back up for 18 each on the 6 and 8. So there's your $36. So we have done our first regression on the 6 and 8, and we have $60 out of our original 69, or what is it, 70 now that we've invested, because we just threw in another $1. Anyway, looking for another point, same shooter. Coming out, we got an ace deuce, 3 craps, no help right now. And box cars, 12 midnight, see a horn, bet a horn. Another ace deuce, 3 craps, see a horn, bet a horn, bet a horn. And another box cars, all right? There's a pattern going on there. Come on now. So we got 3 craps, 12, 3 craps, 12, 3 craps. What's next? Oh, an 8. Oh, we got out of the pattern. Darn. All right, so 8 will be our new point. Bets were off, so now they are back on and active. Let's get an inside number shooter. Oh, well, we're going to go for more horn numbers. There's a yo 11 and a 145. All right, so now, okay, we've already pressed up our 6 and 8. Let's go ahead and press up that 5 and 9. That's going to pay 21. I'm going to take the $1, keep that, and then press up my 5 and 9 by 10 each, which makes 25. So we'll clean that up and throw a green chip down, just because the green chips are pretty, or at least different, you know, than the red chips. Makes you feel like a baller having some green chips out there. Getting ready for black chips, hopefully. Dice are out, looking for an inside number again. Man, that 3 is just coming up buck nutty. All right, there is another 145. Okay, so we can either, there's 2 ways to go about this, and we did one of them on the last video. That 5 pays 35. Now we can take 15 or 30 out of that 35 and put 15 each on the 4 and 10, or we can do a regression on this 5 and 9. I haven't seen a whole lot of 4 and 10s come up. Of course, I say that, now they will, but I'm going to go ahead and take the regression on the 5 and 9. Take me back down to 15 each on that. So as you recall, that pays 35. I'm going to put 5 out over there because I don't need all 35. Dealer, please hand my quarters to me. And then we're going to put 3 each, or $15 each on the 5 and 9. We now have more than what we started out with. So there's 100. I'm just going to swap that out. So we have $116 out of our 69 or 70 that we invested. So we've covered ourselves and we are playing with profit now, which is a good thing we did that, because we just got a 6-1, 7 out. All right, so we still have 66 out here. I'm just going to leave that just so we don't have to keep taking it down. Bet is off, or all bets are off. Let's go ahead and pay our 66 and get ready for shooter number 2. Like I said, bets are off. We're not going to have those working or anything like that. But there's 66. So we are set up for our next shooter. Let's get us another set of dice. Oh, nothing ever good. Let's just take those. All right, and we're looking for a point coming out. Oh, there we go. A square pair, heart 8. All right, yeah, so we're good. We got our point set. Wasn't working, so we don't have to deal with any chips right now. There's a hard 10. See, I said earlier that 4s and 10s haven't been showing up. Well, now they're going to show up. And there's a 6, 4, 10, so we're going to get 10s back to back. And a 4, 2, 6, or 2 by 4, 6. All right, so that's our first hit on the 6. 18 pays 21. We're going to throw in $3. We don't have 3. There's 5. I'll take 2 change. So that's throwing in our $3. And then we'll tell the dealer to take our 6 and 8 up to 30 each. Hopefully you recall how that goes. I'm not shorting myself. I'm not shorting the bank. I'm not paying myself more than I should. That's exactly the way the math works out. All right, so we now have 30 each on our 6 and 8. There is a 5, 4, 9. Okay, we can press up our 5 and 9. That pays 21. We're going to keep the $1. Dealer, press up my 5 and 9 by 10 each. That takes them to 25 each. We'll condense it down and put a green chip out there. We now have 110 inside. So that's a quicker way to 110, other than the way that I was explaining at the beginning of the video, which we may try later. There is a 3 craps. Man, you would be just making money hand over fist playing that 3. All right, there is a 6 to 8, easy 8. That is our point. That's also going to pay, and we're going to regress. So that pays 35. Dealer, take my 6 and 8 down. Here is $1. Take my 35 in winnings, make that 36, and then put 18 and 18 on the 6 and 8 for me, please. And there we go. So just like that, we've got $60 back of our original that we had invested. Bet in this instance. There is a 5, 3, 8, easy 8, right back on the 8. 8 is our point. How many times can I say 8? There's a 6, 3, 9. All right, we can also regress on that, or we can do like I said earlier. Let's try it that way. 25 pays 35, or let's just say dealer, place my 4 and 10 for 15 each. He'll give you $5 back. And there is 15 each on the 4 and 10. Now we can still regress our 5 and 9 on the next hit, but let's just go with it like it is. There is a 4, 1, 5. Okay, so right there we can do that. All right, dealer, take my 5 and 9 back down to 15 each. 25 is going to pay 35. All right, so he'll give you 5 and then give you those quarters, and then put 15 each on the 5 and 9. All right, so we're now up to 120, I believe, over here. There's 100. Let's go ahead and swap that out, and there is 20. Yeah, 120. So we're good. All right, nice. All right, what do we have? What is that? 96 across, and we've got 110. So yeah, we're playing with profit. There is a 2x4 6, so we're now going to start pressing up since we've done that. Just a full press on the 6. 18 is going to pay 21. Actually, it's a power press because I'm going to throw in $3 to make that 24. Dealer, take my 6 to 42. 24 and 18 is 42. So that looks like that. He's going to throw a quarter down. He's going to take a penny off the top, and that is $42. All right, so next hit on that 6, we will collect. Just have to remember to kind of press, collect. There is a 6, 3, 9. All right, 15 is going to pay 21. Again, we're going to do a full press, or a, yeah, we don't have to power press in this instance. But yeah, that pays 21. We'll keep the $1. We'll take 20 and put it on that and condense that down. There's 5 of those. We'll take a quarter. So we now have 35 on our 9. Our next hit on the 9, we'll collect. If we get the 9. And there we go, 6, 3, 9. All right, so that 35 pays 49 or 50 for 1. And we will collect that. And the dealer gets the 1. So next time we'll press up on that 9. Now you can keep some chips in your rack to kind of help you remember which ones you press and which one you haven't yet. You know, chip forward, chip back, however you want to do it. Or you keep a little notebook, notepad. Some people do that. I may try that on my next go round. 2 craps, no help in this particular strategy. There is a hard 4, that helps. 15 is going to pay 27. Dealer, press it all the way up. He'll give you the $2 and take your 15 or whatever up to 40 with that quarter. So we're buying the 4, meaning we'll have to pay a vig on a hit or a commission. There's a 5, 4, 9. Okay, so now we're going to press up. 35 pays 50 for 1, pays 49 or 50 for 1. Dealer, press up my 9 to 80. All right, we have 85 out there, so I'm just going to press it up to 80. Just to keep it as an even number. It'll give you a nickel back with a photograph. All right, there is a 5, 3, 8. That is our point. We have not pressed that one up yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Pays 21, so we're going to throw in $3. I don't have 3, so there's 5. I'll take 2 and change. I've thrown in $3 to make it 24. 24 and 18 is 42. Take me up to 42. He's going to get a penny off of there, and there is 42 on the 8. Next hit on the 8, we will collect. All right, same shooter, looking for a new point. Dice are out. There's a 4, 1, 5. All right, 5 is our new point. Let's keep hitting some box numbers, shooter. There we go, 6, 3, 9. All right, that 80 is going to pay something. I'm going to have to figure that out. What is that? 16 times 7, 70, 112? Questioningly. I gotta get out the old calculator. Sorry about that. Just talk among yourselves. I guess I should have a little chart set over to the side, and I know I've said that many times before. We have 80 divided by 5 equals 16 times 7. 112. Yeah, okay, so I was right. 112. Sorry for the intermission there, but yeah. Now I gotta get back to my stopwatch. And there we go. All right, so it pays 112. There's 100, there's 10, there's 12. All right, so we're collecting on that. So we're now collecting our first black chip. That's an awesome thing to do. The next time we'll press up. Next time we'll know that it pays 112. Let's go ahead and condense some of those down. There's 5 nickels for a quarter. All right, and we got a hot shooter. Let's keep on going, please. 549. There we go, right back on that 9. Man, that's popular. All right, so that's gonna pay 112. We know that already. Dealer, let's see, what does that put us at? 112 and 80 is 2, or 192. Dealer, take me to 180. All right, let's just do that. Let's go to 180. So there's 100, because we're doing a full or a power press. In this instance, we're just doing a full press. There's 180. We'll keep 12. Condense some of those singles down. There's 5 for 5. And let's keep going. Hot shooter. Shooter number 2. 639. Man, we are pounding that 9. Now I got to figure out what the hell that pays. Sorry, excuse my language. 180. Not only do I need to bring a stopwatch, I need to bring a calculator up here. Or I should have a cheat sheet. 180. I know you all are yelling at me. It pays this. It pays this. Let's see, 180 divided by 5 is 36 times 7 equals 252. Oh my gosh. What am I going to do with all that money? 252. Gotta find my clock again. There we go. All right, so that pays 252. And we collect on that one too, don't we? Because we pressed the last time. So there's 252. Man, there's some black chips going off to the side. If only this will happen in real life. At the table. There's 4 green. We're going to exchange that out for a black chip. I believe we're okay on the rest. All right, let's keep on going. Could it be another 9? Yes, it is. These are loaded dice, folks, to land on the 9 every time. There's 2, 52. What are we going to press up to? Let's just make it easy and say, let's go to 300, all right? That way it's not really a full press, and we're collecting some that way. What are we putting back in our rack? 125, 132. So yeah, that's a good way to go. Oh, no, that doesn't go there. That goes to me. And then we'll condense those down. There's 5. That's what I was trying to do, get ahead of myself, I guess. There's 5 red. Actually, there's 6 red. There's 5 red for a green, and then we'll take some green. There's 4. Oh, I gotta get some more black chips. Another horrible problem to have. And I'm way off camera here, but that's where my stash is. I'm gonna run out of black chips. Oh no. All right, so that was 1. Do we have enough for another? No, we do not. All right, let's keep going. Shooter number 2. Shooter number 2 is trying to keep me from shooting because I was gonna be shooter number 3. There is a 5-point hit. 15 is gonna pay 21. We can press up. There is 20 and 1, and we will take that up to 35. There is 5 nickels for a quarter. That makes that 35. Now, anytime we can regress as well, which, you know, as soon as I say something like that, it turns out to where it's probably a good time to do that. All right, we got a 415. That's going to be our new point. We're right back on that. I am going to take a chance and just go for it one more time. And all right, we hit. Okay, so there's a 426. 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. We'll go ahead and collect. And now we're going to say, dealer, take me down to, what are we going to do? 160 inside. Let's go 160 inside. That's going to be a quarter there, 30 there, 30 there. Here's some black chips for us. And we got to get some quarters too. All right, so there's 5 for a quarter. Quarter there. Let's get some more. There's another 5 and a quarter on the 10. And we are going to put away back in our rack some more black chips. 300, 10, 14, 314. Awesome. All right, let's condense that down. Probably spend half the video just condensing down chips. There's 4 for another black chip. We are getting a healthy stack of black chips, just like yesterday. There is a 6.5 EO 11, same shooter still going, and now he has finished his roll. Man, I'd have to count how many that is. Okay, so point's gonna go off. Good thing we regressed. All right, this will all come down. And shooter number 2 is the hero of the day. I could walk away right now and not have to shoot myself. I'm not that, type of a person where I just have to shoot. See what we made on this just one shooter. Look at that. We made $1,000 plus whatever this is over here, 25, 35, 45, 1,045. My goodness. We're just gonna leave these black chips over here. I may have to do some kind of finagling and figure out how I'm gonna get some more black chips. Anyway, there we go. There is 50, 60, 65, 70. We're gonna pay 70 for our next shooter, which is me. I guess I don't have to get set up, but I will. Let's go ahead and set up the 66. We'll move it around if that happens to be one of the points, because I have to play the pass line now, since I want to be a shooter and just lose all my money. I'm not gonna bring that on myself, Ricky Bobby. All right, so I need to put 15 on the pass line or the don't pass, whichever you want to do. I'm going to play the pass line, and I'll get a new set of dice. We've got time for one more shooter, so it looks like I'm going to be the last one unless we do something horrible, which is always a possibility. Looking for a point coming out. There is a 6, 4, 10. 10 will be the point. All right, Keith, what can you do? Let's just going to leave all that there. So I have 66 plus 15. What is that? 71. Looky there. Keith is such a great shooter. Oh, man. Okay, so that's going to come down. Do we have time for another? We might have time for another. We'll leave that out there. Keith is going to leave the table. He's been escorted away. And now we're going to pay 66. Let's lose this. We'll leave that here. We'll pay 66. I just took 100 from there. So that'll be 34 and change. So there is 34. I'm now paid for my 66 for shooter number 4. Shooter number 4 is going to get a new set of dice, and show Keith how it's done, because he PSO'd like a SOB. All right, there we go. Dice out. There's a 617 frontline winner. Looking for a point. There's a 527 frontline winner. He said, look there, Keith, that's when you throw the 7s. You get the people money on the pass line. There's a 437. I'm going to get them money on the pass line 3 times. There is a hard 8, square pair. 8 will be our new point. And let's go. Inside numbers, please, shooter. Excuse me. Right back on the hard 8. Point hit. We'll just put that off right there. 18 pays 21. Hopefully you know the drill. We're going to throw in $3. Dealer take me to 30 inside. Or 30 on the 6 and 8, rather. And just like that, he will set you up pretty quickly. He should know your pattern. Your dealers kind of get to know your patterns or betting patterns after a while. Puck is off. Looking for a new point. Shooter number 4 is going to get a 4. There is a 134, easy 4. That's our new point. Try to speed it up here a little bit. I know we're running long on time. There's a 639. That 9 is still going to be popular. 15 is going to pay 21. We'll keep the $1. And dealer, press my 5 and 9 up by 10 each. That'll take them to 25 for a green chip. 25 for a green chip. And we're now 110 inside. And a 549. Again, whoop, that was a 4. 549. So I can regress or press up. We're doing well, so, or we can catch that 4 and 10. Let's do that. My $35, dealer take 30 of it and put 15 on the 4 and 10. He'll give you a nickel. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you are now all across the board. on the box numbers. Dice are out. 314, point hit, and we also hit some money. The puck will go off. 15 pays 27. Dealer, go ahead and press me up that quarter. Give me my $3. And we are now buying the 4 for $40. All right, looking for a new point. Same shooter. Shooter number 4. 628, easy 8. 8 is the point. And let's get some more numbers. 527 out. All right, so that's going to be a good place to end it. Let's go ahead and take this down, and we'll get a recap of where we are on our second session of playing craps. And hopefully it turns out this way, and I'm not using up all my luck right now here at home. But yeah, let's get these out here and get a count. Whoa. Well, we started out with 1166. We've got quite a bit more than that. So let's stack it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 500. 1,000. This is incredible. Oh, there's a. Get that green chip out of here. 15. Did we get 2? Did we get to 2? Oh my gosh, we got to $2,000. 25, 30, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2,039. We started out with 1166, ended up with 2,039. That is incredible. My next session, I am not going to buy in with that, or if I did buy in with that, I would put at least half or more off to the side. I may just play with 500 again. I mean, it's been doing as well so far. So anyway, yeah, that's that 66 inside Dave's way. I only got through 4 shooters, so yeah, we're just going to cut it short because I didn't want to keep the video going too long. And then session number 3, or session number 3, or my 3rd day on the boat, or 3rd time I go back to the craps table, this will be what I start out with. All right. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. I try to respond, or at least give you a thumbs up back to everything that is said. Again, that was Dave's Way. Go check out their channel, Casino Quest. It's a pretty popular channel. They're pretty good at teaching all different kinds of strategies. If you got any other things that you'd like to send, you can put them right down here at the email, crapstx@gmail.com. That way it's not a public forum like the comments down below. And yeah, I'll respond to those as well. So, my name is Keith. This has been Craps TX. On your way out, hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when a new video comes out, like session number 3 for this, which should be hopefully exciting. So that's going to do it for this one. Again, Keith with Craps TX. We'll see you on the next one.